created with meticulous craftsmanship, desire and passion. There's something about the Rosa which you simply can't get from other bike brands. The story of the Rosa really began over 60 years ago when Ugo de Rosa, as a boy, dreamt about creating the most beautiful bike you've ever seen. Now we know, so much time later, that de Rosa bikes have been ridden by champions all around the world, and we now know that he has created some of the world's most beautiful bikes. Every single de Rosa bike, you can see the passion that he's put into the craftsmanship of them. Whether or not it's the 838 or the Super King, as you can see here, they all have that same emotion to them. Now this is the de Rosa Super King SR, and there's actually 3 different types of Super King models. There's 2 mechanical and there's 1 electronic. With the Super King, de Rosa's actually used 3 different types of carbon. Now that's very rare in the industry to use 3 different types of carbon in the same frame. Now the reason de Rosa have done this is to give the frame the kind of responsiveness you need, and the only way they found out that they could really do that was to put in 3 different types of carbon. So where we can see that really in great evidence is in the harmonic active damping seat stays. Now what harmonic active damping means, I mean it's a sort of a catchy catchphrase, but it does mean something real. And what it means is they've used the kind of shapes and the carbon they've used here means that it really does damp your ride. Now when I say damp, what that means is it does take some shock out of the road, but at the same time you're not really losing any responsiveness. So rather than feeling every tiny little bump, you're kind of gliding across them. So that feature is excellent, and you can see it as well in the way they've created the profile shapes and tubes here. Now around the bottom bracket area, as you can see, it's very chunky and large, and that's going to give you a lot of stiffness. That's going to mean you're sort of powered down when you get up out of the saddle. You're going to get a lot of power. All the power you're putting into the bike is going to be transferred straight to this area here, and you are going to go quick with a bike like this. That's the truth of the matter. Now, the profiles of the bike are very nice, and here they've used a seat post which is aerodynamic, but it's not built into the frame, so you don't have to cut this and then be stuck with whatever shape you cut it. It is actually a normal seat post, does go up and down, and it is an aero seat post. So as you can see, there's not much frontal position here, it's not very big, so basically you're going to slice through the wind with a seat post like this. The other feature there, which personally I am a big fan of, is the cover here. So the cover here actually looks quite nice, it suits the frame, but what that does is it stops water from going in the frame. So I have had guys come into the shop and they've been out riding in the rain and you can hear the water sloshing around in the stays. Now with this on here, you ride in the rain, pretty unlikely to get water come in. That's a really good feature. For more information about the Super King and about other de Rosas, please go to our website, CyclingExpress.com.